The Philippine Navy has embarked on the acquisition of a small fleet of diesel-electric attack submarines, which would allow the service to increase its combat capability, and taking advantage of submarines' use of underwater cover for deterrence and surprise attack against larger, more capable countries. The Submarine Acquisition Project, currently the most expensive and most complicated project of the Philippine Navy, will provide the Philippine Navy with assets that even a small fleet of frigates may not be able to provide in terms of overall naval combat capability. This resource page is expected to be longer than usual due to the discussion on the history of the Philippines' desire to have submarines. Philippine Navy shortlists Naval Group and DSME as of 2019. Top selection with Naval Group using Scorpion-class 902,000 diesel-electric submarine. Discussions and negotiations ongoing with Naval Group and French government for final price, soft loan financing, and package inclusions. Discussions are also still ongoing with Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering and South Korean government with the DSME 1400 and ASFAT and the Turkish government with the Reis-class Type 214 submarine. In the 1970s, former Philippine Pres. Ferdinand E. Marcos expressed his desire to acquire submarines from other countries, specifically diesel-electric models from friendly countries like US and Germany. For the past several decades, the US Navy has stopped operating diesel-electric submarines and has converted to an all-nuclear submarine force. This has deprived the Philippines from getting surplus submarines from the US, as nuclear submarines are a no-go for obvious reasons. The last diesel-electric attack submarines of the US Navy, the Tang class, were already almost 30 years in the late 1970s when the Philippine government requested for the transfer of at least 2 units as part of the 1977 to 1981 AFP modernization program. The request for them were rejected by the US government. With the last diesel-electric submarines from the US already gone, this means the Philippines cannot expect the US to help in its submarine aspirations. There were queries made with the German government back then for the small Type 206 coastal submarine and larger Type 209 submarine, although that is as far as the Philippines has gone back then. And with the Philippine economy tanking out in the 1980s, further attempts stopped on such program. The submarine desire continued on until the 1980s up to the 1990s, when former Philippine Navy FOIC, now Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific President, Vice Admiral Eduardo Ma. Santos endorsed in 1998 the concept of the Philippine Navy having submarines under the AFP modernization program mandated by RA 7898 and approved in 1995, and opened up the possibility of acquiring midget submarines from Italy's Cosmo SPA, as a preliminary move, while moving on to conventional diesel-electric submarines in the near future. It also appears that the Philippine Navy sent officers to Pakistan to study their midget submarines built locally based on a design acquired from Italy.